What's up, everybody? This is Frank. Meet me in the game room. Today on the bench is going to be awesome. Today we are going to build the ultimate, most awesome, best there is Game Boy Advance. So join me over here and we're going to do this.
Leo, it's time to meet me in the game room.
Alright, that's a big mess of stuff, right? This right here, that is our donor Game Boy Advance. That's the Glacier Blue system. It's in really good shape, actually. But as you see here, we got a new case. We also have a new screen. We have a new amplifier and speaker. We have a new Clean Juice battery going in. We have a glass screen cover. And we got a lot of these parts from the people over there at Handheld Legend. They helped us out with quite a bit of things. Some of this also came from the Retro Game Repair Shop. Big help there on a couple of parts that Handheld Legend was actually out of. So one thing that did forget altogether for me, that's supposed to come with this kit, are new buttons. New buttons and new membranes. So I had some membranes, new packages, so that's cool. And what I'm going to go with are the original gray buttons from this one because, again, it's in really good shape. And I think they'll go good with the blue. That's a new speaker. And that little chip right there, that's a clean amp module. So you have Clean Juice. You also have, there you go, get my finger out of there, Clean Amp version 1.1 Retro 6. So this is going to make this thing sound a lot better. New speaker is going to sound great in here. This thing is going to be a monster when it's done. And that should come apart now. Those screws are all loose. Good. Get those back. Save those. Putting those back together with the new shell, since they didn't send me the screws or the buttons. Okay. Anyway, so we just need the motherboard out of here. Okay, so we're going to keep the buttons. We'll keep these shoulder buttons. We'll keep these side pads too. On-off switch. Yeah, they didn't send me any switches or buttons. Hopefully they will be sending them out and I can replace these old ones with the new ones if need be, but we'll see. Okay, now that should be loose. You know, it's nice when easy things are easy. Sometimes they're rather difficult. There we go. Game Boy Advance motherboard. Nice, good working system. I'm not going to clean anything up because everything worked great. Here's your A and B buttons, your directional pads, connections, your start and your select. Everything is really good in here. Backlit LCD screen, brandy spanking new. And because we got these brackets, we're not going to use any adhesive to hold this down, and we're not going to use any specialized anything. This just kind of drops into place. So we put it in the upper right hand corner. Put a little bracket in place there. And that's going to keep that screen nice. And from here, what we do, we're going to skip out on the brightness control because these things look great and there's really not any point for brightness control. I don't know why they put it in there for an option. They didn't need to. So we lay that cable under there. See, this ribbon is double. It'll work with both models of the Gameboy Advance. So you can fold it and run it around this way if you need the other. I think it's a 32 pin and a 40 pin, and this is a 40 pin, so it's going to work the regular way. You see there's a little cable there to attach to the new screen. Make that go in just like so. Okay. Now we'll pop this little bracket back in place. And this is good to go. Alright, so at this point, that's where we're at. This is good. We're going to set this aside. I'm going to do a little motherboard work here, because we want to install this little clean amp. It's going to sit right there. We need to run a few wires to a few tabs here, and that'll be fine. Okay, now that's all wired up. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to bring back our shell here that's prepped, ready to go. It's got our new buttons in it. We need to put this little speaker gasket down in place. Speaker gasket in. Okay, so this should now just go right into place, like so. And this ribbon cable is going to come around, go right in where the original went. Awesome. Okay, so let's put a couple of screws back in place here. Alright, there is that. Pretty sweet so far, right? One thing we're not going to need on this, because we went with the clean juice, is we don't need these battery terminals. So let's see if we can get those out of there without breaking anything. How do they go in? They go in right there. Just like so. And you should be able to pop them right out of there. It's good stuff, but we don't need that. Okay, so my battery died, and I put the rest of the screws in, and there it is, back together. Fingerprints on the screen and all. Yeah, I know, I see those. I need to get a tissue and wipe those off there. Actually, that's going to be one of my last steps, because something I want to show you here is the Clean Juice USB-C lithium-ion battery. There we go, Clean Juice, it's in. And these specialty cases from Retro 6 have the hole in the bottom. There you go. Never have to open that thing again. I just want to wipe my fingerprints off the screen before I seal them in for all eternity. That looks awesome. And the last piece they give you with this is a nice new glass screen. The originals were plastic. This is tempered glass, and just better. Feel this backing off of here. Made such a mess. Let's get this one up too. Don't touch it. Lay that right into place. A little pressure to hold it down. Get that adhesive gluing down like it should. And that, my friends, is the ultimate Game Boy Advance. Look at that color. Look at that sound, and I turn that way down. Look at that, huh? Looks beautiful. Let's go. Wow, that right there is not even full blast. And it's clean. But you say that looks small. Well, it's because it's a regular Game Boy game. Don't worry, you'll fill the screen when you put your advanced games in. Not a problem. But there it is. The ultimate awesome Game Boy Advance. Super cool. The ultimate awesome Game Boy Advance. That's it right there. Look at that thing. Looking awesome. It's got USB charging. It's got awesome sound, look at that. That's it. So, sweet, right? Anyway, you can get a hold of any of these parts through Handheld Legend or Retro 6 themselves. And if you want to see a more detailed video on building this thing, check out our friend Colin over at This Does Not Comp. He does lots of Game Boy videos, lots of Game Boy Advance, and he showed us all about how to do this one. So that is all for this episode of Meet Me in the Game Room. I hope you liked this one. I hope you learned something. I hope you want to get yourself the most awesome Game Boy Advance. So ring the bell and click the like button and sign up and subscribe and tell all your friends how awesome this channel is. Thank you all for watching this one. We'll see you next time. Meet me in the game room.